We're making ribs that are better than Chinese takeout. Hey everybody, welcome back to another week of the FOGO Life. As always, I'm your host, Captain Ron. Today we're doing something really cool. I probably say that every week, but we are doing something really cool. Last week I had some Chinese takeout and we had those little red barbecue ribs that they come with. God, they're so good. Well, it got me thinking, I want to make those myself. So I did some research, I did some practice, and we made some Char Siu ribs. It's called Char Siu or Char Siu. There's about 1,000 different ways to pronounce it. However you want to say it, I call them delicious. Now let's get started. Our first step in preparation for the ribs, let's light the grill. We got to get some charcoal going. So we're going to cook it on our XL Big Green Egg today. We're going to cook it on this beautiful rack, and we're going to use our FOGO black bag charcoal. You're probably asking, why are you using black bag charcoal to do smoking? I wanted to show you. We always talk about our super premium being great for low and slow cooking. Well, guess what? This is also very good. Now, this is a shorter cook, probably 3-4 hours. It's not a forever cook. So this is great for smoking too. You can smoke with this. I use it for grilling. I use it for my shorter smoke. So black bag, the good stuff. The one thing we want to do is just add a touch of smoke, not a whole lot. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 of our bourbon barrel chunks. These things are made from actual aged bourbon barrels. I'm just going to throw them right in the fire here. All right. I'm going to reach down, grab my convector, and put it in here for indirect cooking. There's a couple different ways to do this, all right? So for these ribs, a lot of recipes will call for marinating them overnight, for letting them sit for 24 hours in the sauce. I like to keep things nice and simple. We wanna go easy here, okay? So I'm gonna make this as easy on you as possible. We're gonna season our ribs, we're gonna cook them for a little while like that, we're gonna start brushing the sauce on. The sauce is this bright red glowing sauce. It is absolutely awesome. It's gonna look really cool and it's gonna taste even better. So let's get the ribs prepped, all right? And we'll start getting these things all seasoned up and ready for the grill. What we're using for today's cook is we're using some beautiful baby back ribs here. Nothing special, all right? Just some regular baby back ribs. Just a little bit of prep work. We're gonna take the silver skin off the back, the membrane, gonna season them up and just throw them right on the grill. No wrapping today, we're going straight through. This sauce has so much flavor. We're only gonna season the ribs lightly. Okay, we're gonna use this Jacobson's garlic salt, okay, because the garlic's on the edge, just a little hint of more flavor. We're just gonna sprinkle it across the ribs. I'm not gonna cover it, just gonna give it a light dusting. And just some light coat of black pepper. We're gonna fresh grind it, of course. And because we pulled the membrane off the back, we're gonna give a light coat on the back side of the ribs as well. As I said before, today we're gonna be cooking with a sauce, and it's gonna be a sticky sauce. So, I don't know about you, I hate cleanup. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cook it in this S&S stainless steel pan, but the reason we're doing that is I don't wanna get the mess in the egg, and I also don't wanna have to clean up a sticky mess in this. So, I'm gonna cover it up in aluminum foil first, and cook it right in here. Ooh, easy peasy, baby. Lastly, we're going to take our racks, nice racks, and we're gonna put them on our pan here. So we're gonna put one fat side one way. You can see they have a fatter end and a skinnier end. Fat side one way, and the other ones, fat side on the other side. Just like that. Folks, in case you're wondering, the ribs we're using today are baby back ribs. I find they work best for this. I also like St. Louis. Live it up, do whichever ones you want. Use spare ribs, go crazy. Whatever they are, they're gonna be good, I can tell you that. Now let's throw them on the grill, shall we? We're just gonna set it right in the center like that. Close her up, and let her go. And now, finally, the sauce. 1/3 cup hoisin sauce, 1/4 cup hot honey for that extra spice, 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of dry sherry. You can use sake instead. 1 teaspoon Chinese 5-spice, 1 tablespoon of cane sugar, 1 teaspoon sesame oil, and about 4 drops of red food color. And once we have it all together, just give it a good stir and combine it all up. Oh yeah, there's that beautiful red color already. Guess what? We're about an hour in at 250 degrees, so we're time to sauce these things up. Now, I'm working with food coloring here. I know better, so I'm putting on my apron. You like the color? Nice and green, right? There's a link in the description. Ooh, look at those babies coming along nicely. All right, so we got our beautiful red dye here. Like I said, 1 hour in. Let's just brush on a layer of this beautiful sauce. Oh yeah. That is gorgeous. And boys and girls, we're going to repeat this every hour until they are done. All right, hour 2, another coat of the red stuff. Look at that, you can see that. You know what, after the first coat, look how much more red this looks now. Notice how that red is so much brighter now already. And we're actually at about a 3 hour and 45 minute mark. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna let this thing rip. We're gonna open up the vents, get the heat up 450, 475 for the last while, let that sauce really caramelize on there. A lot of sugars in there. We want that caramelized, sticky. We want those Chinese ribs to be all over our hands when we're eating them.
15 minutes later.
Ribs are ready time. Tong calibration, check these babies out. Woo! Like I said, we cranked them up, cranked that heat up, let it get some real nice color on it, get some char. This stuff is awesome because it's caramelized now, just umami bomb. So, the way you can tell when your ribs are done, when you're not wrapping them or anything like that, take them off like that, they should bend. Look at that, almost at 90%, and they're just starting to rip just a little tiny bit. That's how you know when your ribs are done. So, these are done. Now, only one thing left to do. Let's cut down and see what we got. I like to hold them up when I cut them like this. Oh boy. Oh, hey, sorry, I was just admiring our handiwork here. These things look awesome. I mean, awesome. I gotta tell you, this is one of my favorite ways to do ribs. The color on them is outstanding. See, we cranked it up that heat. We got that little bit of char on the outside. Oh man, are they good. Look at that. Oh, wow. You won't need Chinese takeout anymore. If you eat these, and these baby backs are so meaty too, it's tons of meat, but they're perfect texture. I don't like them fall off the bone. If you like them fall off the bone, cook them a little bit longer, but other than that, to me, this is the perfect rib. It's got that sweet, that hot honey. It's got a little twinge of heat in there too. Amazing. I'm telling you, I could sit here and look at these all day, except that in 13 minutes, there would be none left because I would devour this entire plate. And my daughter's over there waiting to eat some of these things. She's already had one or two. But anyway, these are phenomenal. Hey, look, we used all sorts of cool stuff in this video here. If you saw anything that you liked, that you're interested in learning more about, there's a link down below in the description. As always, there's a full recipe for these beautiful ribs, along with a full blog post that you can read till your heart's content, all right? So go check it out. There's a link below, like I said. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you like what you saw here, give us a subscribe. Come join us, all right? We're at almost 50,000 subscribers. So we're gonna continue to make cool things. We're gonna continue to cover the Big Green Egg. We're gonna continue to cover grilling, but it's coming to summertime, so we might change up a little bit what we're doing. So if you have something you wanna see us make, you let us know what it is. In the meantime, make these ribs. They are so good, you're gonna love them. And then once you make them, leave me a comment, post it somewhere, and tag us. I wanna see what you're making, okay? So remember to get out and grill, and I'm gonna see you the next time on The FOGO Life.